Hi there, Gemini. Thank you for joining me for your weekly forecast for week commencing the 11th of March. Your ruler Mercury is right to the fore this week. It does continue to rewind or retrograde, which can cause all sorts of mischief. And the focus continues on your professional and worldly situation, but it may be a case of who as much as what you know this week, as Mars moves on Tuesday into the friendliest and most clubbable part of your scope. But more about that later, because Mercury does forge a link with Jupiter, Jupiter being the planet of expansion, which is in your sign through to the early part of June this year. Now this may be giving you the sense that things are going to get better, even if the evidence is to the contrary. It's just a hunch. But this week, as it squares up with Mercury, the danger is that you could big yourself up or tell someone that you can do something that actually you can't deliver on. So it's going to be important not to get into exaggeration in order to get a job, try to make the best impression, because ultimately it could lead you into a difficult situation. So being rooted, but also being authentic in the way you come across is going to be key. Now that move on Tuesday of Mars is really significant because the focus has been so much on how people see you. This is much more about how you interact with people in a kind of friendlier way. And Mars in this zone is brilliant for team sports. So if you are someone who plays them, you can find yourself quite inspired over the next 6 weeks. It can also help you to be individualistic, yet at the same time knit together with other people in cooperative ways. Mars is less ego-driven in the 11th solar house, but by the end of this week it does combine with Uranus. And if there is one friend that you find is too clingy or wants to control you too much, you could erupt quite furiously because it's important for you to be in touch with your independence. So there's no reason why you can't be cooperative and at the same time retain your individuality. And that's kind of the lesson of Mars conjunct Uranus. In fact, Mars in this location in general, because Uranus does rule the 11th solar house anyway. So as this week draws to a close, I do feel that your professional situation can start to clarify. And also, if you can network, reach out, connect with other people, it can be good for you in your working situation too. And as Mercury ends that retrograde, as long as you haven't tried too hard this week, I do feel that things will start to fall into place for you. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.